Welcome back, everybody. We're back together here with another video, and Hollywood is losing on the front of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, guys, I've said it many times on my other channels that I don't want a job because of my skin color. I don't want a job because of my race. And anybody that actually accepts that, I mean, you're getting that job not because of your qualifications. I only want a job because of my qualifications. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think any reasonable person would actually want a job because of their qualifications, not something like affirmative action. But the wokes out there believe that in a case like black people, we need hand-me-downs. We can't get this opportunity because of our skin color. I never bought into that. I've never gotten a job in my life because of my skin color. All that is a myth. And actually, we got an actor right here, Clifton Duncan, black actor. He's coming out. He is blasting diversity hires. It's an insult to any minority. He's right about that. Now, one of the biggest diversity hires we've seen in recent years, we've talked about this character, Reva, in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. She was put in there strictly because she was a black woman, and the character was horrible, and Disney ended up using her as a token to slam the fans that didn't like her as being racist. That was a part of their agenda. She got used by Disney. I think it's pretty clear.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, it says actor Clifton Duncan is earning plaudits for standing up against diversity hiring after saying it was an insult to minorities and hollows out their achievements. The actor, known for parts in serial TV shows such as NCIS New Orleans, Flesh and Bone, The Good Fight, and others, jumped to his X account to address the issue with a story about how he felt when a friend asked him if woke set-asides and quotas have helped him in his acting career. Duncan pointing out that the nagging feeling that a minority only got where he is because of diversity policies is discouraging. Yeah. I mean, right here, this kind of ties into it right here also. Majority of most inclusive TV shows already canceled. So woke is backfiring. Mm-hmm. Woke is backfiring. What do you make of all this?
Well, I think of what the guy said is correct because, it seems like, what they are doing, like, toward, the concept of diversity is bad, which, like, saying that the minority, like me and you, we are not good enough for,
Yeah.
I mean, our performance or in every field,
Yeah, they're saying we don't have the skills. That's what they're saying.
In this case, like the entertainment industry that, the boss have to hire, black, Asian, or, minority to,
Yeah. And also, by the way, in Hollywood now, the Academy Awards, you cannot win an Academy Award unless you check off a bunch of boxes. So you can actually have a movie, best actor. But if you don't have X amount of black people, X amount of Hispanics or whatever, you cannot win an award. Now, explain this to me. How is that actually going to work out if you actually have, like, let's say, a movie made in Korea, for example, about Koreans? Everybody's Korean. I'm assuming that you can't give them an award because, is it going to be nothing but Koreans? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a problem right there.
Yeah. But do you think also there's, they play this kind of game because, there's too much competitive, and they think that, minority cannot compete or something like that. That's why they have to do something like, based on skin color and stuff.
The reason why they're doing this is because white leftists have white guilt. They feel like, oh, you're black, so you're so oppressed. I must virtue signal because white ancestors back in the past was so terrible, 200 years ago. That's what they do. And they don't realize, man, that really that's just being racist right there. They may not even realize that. Hey, we're going to give you a bone because you're black or you're Asian. Nobody wants hand-me-downs. Hard work is where you actually get success. Denzel Washington is one of the biggest actors in Hollywood. Why? Because he put in the work, not because he's black. A lot of people like Denzel not because he's black, just because he's a really good actor, right?
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he is a good actor, but I just like Morgan Freeman better.
Morgan Freeman, that's another good example, too. He just so happened to be black, but I'm not focusing on him being black. He was just a great actor.
Yeah. I mean, I like both of them.
Yeah. Do you know that Shawshank Redemption, one of my favorite movies, the character he played, Red. In the book, Red is actually a white Irish man. Mm-hmm. Nobody complained about Morgan Freeman playing an Irish character in the movie. Why? Because he was so great in the movie.
Yeah. I like him in the Batman movie. He's, do all those technology and stuff.
Yep. But this is what Clifton Duncan said here. He said, I'm going to pull it up here on that so you see the whole thing. It says, I earned my Master of Fine Arts from the finest acting conservatory in the U.S. Only 2% of applicants make it in. Wow, he made it. Some of my incredibly gifted classmates auditioned multiple times to get in. I got in on my first go. I secured a great agent and was taking meetings with major casting directors before even finishing the program. Over the span of 10 years, I managed to build a body of work spanning everything from musical comedy to Shakespearean tragedy. I was working with stars, scoring award nominations, and winning praise from industry legends, including the late Stephen Sondheim, a moment I'll cherish forever. Then 2020 happened and everything changed, George Floyd. In 2021, one of my former classmates got in touch with me. We hadn't spoken in years, but he had seen some of my commentary and interviews online. At one point in our conversation, he asked me a question that stopped me cold. Quote, do you think the fact that you're black had anything to do with all your success? And I had no idea how to answer. That uncertainty gets to the heart of my issue with diversity hiring. On one hand, I'm certain I benefited due to my skin color. It's nice that people were looking to boost minorities like me. On the other hand, people of all races have been in my corner since I was 16, long before wokeness emerged. Everyone predicted I had a long career ahead of me, and I fulfilled that promise. And that's why I reject diversity hiring. I never needed it. It's an insult to any minority with any shred of self-respect. It casts a shadow over all I've done because I'm not sure how much of my success is due to me and how much is due to white guilt. I brought up the white guilt part. Mm-hmm. I'm a bad mother effer. I've always been a bad mother effer. My lead training made me even more of a bad mother effer. I earned this arrogance. The moral of the story, some of us don't need a bunch of progressive assholes to condescend to us, trying to fix what was never broken. Some of us know exactly what we bring to the table and know our value. Some of us strive for excellence and prefer to shine on our own merits. And man, it's a long post. Oh, it's right here. I'm almost at the end. If people want to call me a coon or tell me I'm not politically black or chastise me for not being woke for that, then so be it. In this era, if you think you need a DEI to succeed, the problem isn't the system. The problem isn't Y2 people. The problem is you. Bye. Whew. That was a lot right there.
I mean, I absolutely agree with him that, you know, what they are doing like for diversity is not good because they overlook, you know, that, you know, minority also have talent.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they need to improve their, you know, the skill for what they are going to. But, you know, people have different talent, you know.
Right.
Especially in the entertainment industry, acting, you know, or doing art and stuff like
Yeah.
that, musician. You need to find some people. I mean, diversity is good. I mean, regardless of Asian, Black, Mexican, you know.
Yeah.
And you just need to find, you know, the talented people in the minority group. You know, even white people have, you know, talent. So you just need to find, you know, like those kind of talented people in the group in like for acting, for example, performance. Okay. And you know, maybe teach them how to improve their skills and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
you know?
And one thing, since we were actually talking about acting, we mentioned we were watching Napoleon yesterday. When it comes to historical characters, Napoleon was in France, and I don't want to see a black person playing Napoleon, you know, for the sake of diversity. I want to see a white guy. Joaquin Phoenix, white guy. Now, there was black people in that movie, you know, like in the army, and that's true. So they got that right. Ridley Scott got that part right. There was black people in Napoleon's army, so they had them in there. Did they have a big role? No. But we're talking about France in the early 1800s, which was going to be white. But we've seen where they've actually taken, you know, a white historical person and put a black person to tokenize, and it's pretty pathetic. So, but I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. What do you guys think of this here? I think Clifton Duncan is right on the money. So let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.